It's me again. I'm back. So, today we're going to talk about a few things I want to mention. One of them is the Nyayo Stadium situation, right? It was very sad to see some goons rushing out the parliament, I think Salasia, stuff like that. And you wonder, what do you gain by doing that? What are you trying to do? Odinga hasn't even said anything, at least condemning that, if nothing else. Of course, he's in bed with Ruto now, so maybe it doesn't matter, you know. And those people should be arrested. There are video clips out there showing who exactly was fighting this guy, you know. But anyway, the Nyayo Stadium saga was very good. It was Ruto must go. Ruto must go. That's that's the song, right? And I don't even know. This guy is hanging on a very thin thread. Ni kung'ang'ana tu, ni kujikaza, kaza kisabuni. Now, in Naivasha, the same thing happens. But in Naivasha, that's the mood. And this is young people, by the way, the ones he was killing. But by killing, he used to Itaisha. Baro Jaisha. Now your anger, killing those kids, we still have it. Still upset. Some of us are very, very, very upset. We know that you will pay someday. Pretty soon now, it's sunsetting for you, killing our kids. So, the Naivasha thing happens. Then Odinga says the other day, he meets Chinese and I don't know, Balozi from other place, and then he says he's not in Gava. How dumb is that? You're already meeting dignitaries of the country, dignitaries. And in the press conference where you have these dignitaries, you're saying, I'm not in Gava. So these guys are going to come, they're coming to see you as who? Can you explain that you have cousins? These are your cousins? Or you have businesses with them? They come to see you. Meaning, it must be very significant in this government. Now you're sharing with Zakayo, and once you put yourself in Zakayo's space, you're in the swamp together with him. And I think now he has company. I think that's why he's showing a little, arrogance hapa na pale. He has company. Mko na yeye, huwezi jitoa hapo. As much as we give you respect before, now I don't even know what to say. So, with this Odinga thing, Kindiki and Mudavadi have been reduced to flower girls. Flower girls. Na bado wanang'ang'ana tu, wanajikaza. Flower girls. Ati I'm the deputy president. And these dignitaries wakienda wanaenda kuona Odinga, hawakuji kuona hata kwenyu. I'm talking about Kindiki now. He can gain traction. Bado huweza pata traction. Kazi yenyu ni kupanga vile mtaenda kudisrupt meeting popote pale Gachagua anaenda kanisani. You too. Because he's making you very unstable, very uneasy. You came in style thinking that being a professor is everything you need. It doesn't work like that. You cannot be forced into people's throats. It's not going to work like that. And you may not be a bad person. It's just the timing, And also, this guy who lies and lies. Yani jamani mwongo. He's a psycho. He's a psycho and lies. So, now there's this Mount Kenya tour. Mount Kenya tour. Mpaka iko billboards go over the place. Naziona. It's like a maiden visit to a place. You are asserting yourself, insisting. Lazima niende. I think the most important thing is that nobody gets hurt. You're forcing yourself in that space. Nobody gets hurt. If you go there and you start lying to them, they will of course say back, whatever the slogan is, uongo. They should not be tear gassed for expressing themselves, expressing their frustration with your corrupt government. There should not be goons out there stealing, roughing people, so that you can make sure that you have silence, or through attrition, silence everybody else through coercion, stuff like that, right? You remember at Mount Kenya, at Minez and Mount Kenya, we are really waiting to see how that will play out. And this is not those days you could control the media. Control the media. In fact, the Standard, as far as I'm concerned, is doing pretty good. Whether it's owned by Gideon Moy or owned by, it doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. The source is not the issue. Yeah. And then, of course, now there's this biggest saga, which is the ID. Guys are coming out, they're happy, they are being given IDs kwa Northeastern. Sasa wamengojea kuvote. Sasa Kayo, it doesn't matter how many IDs you give and which borderlines you choose. You can go to Northeastern, upatie those guys, just hand them out. When the border Uganda, patiane huko. We even remember not long ago, you're hiring those guns from there to come and abduct us. Yeah. When the Tanzania, try at the border, peana huko. In fact, it was Sululu, sijui Sululu and Sununu. She's person who seems to be doing job for you. Kina bobo wenu wakienda kuingia kwa Nambu hapana. When they want to disappear Marvin Oko, that's the direction they took her. Only that I think it was too late. Too much was happening. They couldn't fulfill that one. And I'm so happy they didn't. So now, kuna hii story ingine tena imetokea ya Nairobi Hospital. I don't know how greedy human beings can be. Sources tell me that the cronies of Ruto are actually trying to buy Nairobi Hospital kwa nguvu, na wale watu wako hapo kwa hiyo board wamekwama, wamekataa. They are not moving in that direction. So what do? Force them to resign. You put in a board that you can manipulate so that you can buy that hospital. Right? It's been an icon in that country, that hospital. I couldn't afford to go there. That's not the issue. Point is, it's an important space for those who can afford it. Leave it alone. Jenga yako. Kama unaweza jenga yako. Leave that thing alone. Because everything you touch, Bwana Zakayo, everything you touch and your people touch goes south. Vibaya sana. Enda huko, enda uokoe Moi University huko. Do something. Kwa hospitali za kawaida, there are no medicine, SHA is not working. Nothing is working. But there, leave a private hospital alone. Now ujue, I think you can tell from the writing, mambo yako haikai vizuri sana. In fact, I don't envy you. I really don't. Lakini siwezi kusikilia huruma. Same way you are splashing those kids' brains kwa hizo tarmac za Nairobi. Mmoja amepigwa tear gas mpaka his private parts were all over the place. Now you feel nothing, other than saying that it was a time that you learned. I don't know. Hey, I mean, the demon in you is exceptional. Demon in you. Lakini time yake iko pia. Hakuna kitu haina mwisho, hata hii yako iko na mwisho. I hope tunaweza pewa kila mtu kiboko. Weke hapo Nyayo Stadium. Tutoe hasira zetu na wewe. Because of the things that you have put us through, in the country through.